Hello everybody, I'm Keith Jones. I'm the creator of the six-figure real estate wholesaling coaching program. I'm doing this video for you today. It's actually going to be posted on our Facebook page and on YouTube. It's a friendly reminder to join us every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. for our free Q&As. And at the beginning here, we're starting on finding how to find motivated sellers. But we want to remind you all that the techniques and the strategies that I'll be sharing with you every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. on how to find motivated sellers are strategies and techniques that you will be able to use all over the country, no matter wherever you live. In fact, we're going to be using Detroit as a case study, which is my hometown, Detroit, Michigan. I'm looking for Detroiters. I really want to help you all take advantage of what's going on in and around the metropolitan area of Detroit, Michigan. Mostly around what's going on in Detroit, Michigan, because Detroit is one of those cities where it has its reputation, it has its challenges, but you don't want to be looking on the inside of Detroit, Michigan first to find deals. I want to help you close deals fast. I want to help you find motivated sellers fast. I want to help you catch cash checks fast, as quick as possible. Also, starting with Detroit, Michigan, once you join the six-figure real estate wholesaling coaching program and graduate, you gotta go through this, because we train you to find deals the way we want you to find deals. These deals are, start here. Let's go back here. I've been in the business of real estate as a real estate entrepreneur since 1997. I'm going to share nothing but experience of success, wisdom, and some motivation to help you all get going in the business, find deals, evaluate deals, negotiate with sellers, build your buyers list. Now, we're going to be doing this all over the country, but I'm using Detroit as a study case example. If you can do deals in and around Detroit, Michigan, you'll do deals everywhere. In fact, once you Detroiters start doing deals, you're going to be wanting to do deals everywhere. And that's what this is all about. This is all about teaching you all what we call virtual wholesaling. Virtual wholesaling will allow you to do the business of wholesaling real estate all over the country. Wholesaling real estate is the most scalable part of our business, of our industry. Wholesaling you can do from where you are, wherever you want to go in the United States. So we're going to start with wholesaling. Now, don't get me wrong. Fixing and flipping, buying and holding, new construction, commercial real estate, all of that is where you want to go. But you should start with wholesaling unless you have real deep pockets. And if you have real deep pockets, sometimes it's not always the best to jump in unless you have some type of experience as a fix and flipper or buy and holder, especially as a fix and flipper. Get yourself a mentor. I'm a mentor, I'm a coach, I'm a consultant, and I've been doing this since 1997. I look forward to helping everyone who's interested in doing what we do. But again, we're going to use Detroit, Michigan as a study case. Because, again, if you can do it in the Motor City and around the Motor City, you can do it everywhere. Now, the key to doing business in and around Detroit is not looking for deals inside the city. You want to start with, I'm going to send you to places like Dearborn, Hamtramck, Melvindale, Ferndale, River Rouge, Oak Park, Allen Park, Hazel Park, Romulus, on and on and on. We want you to be on the outskirts of Detroit. Detroit is one of those cities that if you go inside Detroit, you'll find blocks of vacant and abandoned houses that you'll think they're deals, and they probably are. But let's start making money on the outskirts of these cities, where these are the deals where they're going to sell fast. Tip number one, and I sent out a few tips over the weekend. Let me go back over that. Tip number one is you want to go into neighborhoods, zip codes, counties, townships that have the best school districts. The better the school districts, the faster these properties will sell. Your goal is to get properties under contract, find motivated sellers in cities and townships like these, get them under contract. I'm gonna teach you how to get them under contract. But first, you have to find the properties, the motivated sellers. I'm gonna teach you that also. I'm gonna teach you how to negotiate, analyze the deal. Then I'm gonna teach you how to negotiate with the seller. Then we're gonna get the properties under contract, and because they're in areas with the better school districts, they're gonna sell a lot faster. Believe me, this is where you want to look for deals where people want to go to, not run from. And right now, most of the inner city area of Detroit is not places where people want to go to. They're trying to stay away from. That's why there's so many vacant houses in the areas like that. But I'm going to show you how to take advantage of that eventually also, because those are going to be the properties that you're going to want to buy and hold to keep, preferably multi-units, but we'll get to that in a few minutes, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to get some water. Let me step out the camera view for a second. I need some water. I'm talking and my mouth's starting to get dry. I'm back. All right, let me get some water here. Excuse me. Got to have it, H2O. Better. All right. So, the real estate is like a pyramid. I drew a pyramid up here. The first thing we want to remember about a pyramid, the flattest part of a pyramid is the widest part of the pyramid. In Detroit, that's what we call the war zone. Stay away from the war zone. Don't go. It's just like, are you going to buy dirty socks just because they're on sale? We want to stay away from the dirty socks. We don't, just because you can buy them cheap in the war zone don't mean that's what, because it's going to take longer for you to sell them because they're in the war zone. And that's what we want to stay away from. Stay away from the war zones, okay? When you are doing deals you can find blocks, some city blocks of properties between Detroit and probably east side, west side, whatever. The whole thing is you want to stay away from the war zones first. You want to go to again, tip number one. Go to find zip codes, neighborhoods, townships, counties with the best school districts. Everybody wants to be in the best school. All investors, fix and flippers, they want to go to the best school districts, believe me, because they know once they rehab it to sell it, it's going to sell fast because they're in a good school district. Make that a part of your strategy. Tip number two, which we went over a second ago. Tip number two, stay away from the war zones. Don't do that yet. There's going to be a time and place for everything, because the war zones will turn around also. I've been doing deals in Metro Atlanta since 1997, and I started wholesaling in 1998. I was able to leave my job, the job that I had for, at that time, 17 years at that time. I was able to leave that job early 1999, because I implemented the strategies that I'm sharing with you. At the time, inner city Atlanta was predominantly a war zone. You can find properties cheap all over. It was the same way Detroit is kind of probably right now. But inner city Atlanta has changed a lot, because what happened is most of the the wholesalers start understanding that let's go to the outskirts of Atlanta, start getting all those properties sold, as many as possible, start moving towards the city of Atlanta, picking up deals, and eventually the only thing you have left are deals inside the city of Atlanta. And so the property values start to go up, and rehabs start to be, taking place. Only thing about inner city Atlanta, the school districts have not changed a whole lot, but the people who are buying houses when I first started doing deals around an area called Grant Park inside Atlanta, in fact, let me tell you a story. I got a property under contract in Grant Park it was a quad. In Detroit, we call them 4-family flats. It was a 4-unit apartment building. Got it under contract for $69,900. And for those Some of you may be familiar with me that heard this story before. I got it in the contract for $69,900. 30 days later, we closed and I sold it and closed on it for $99,900. So I made 30 grand on that deal, and I knew then it was time to roll, because between the time I did my first wholesale deal, which was mid 1998, to the time I did my biggest at that time wholesale deal, which was 30 grand, I had a bunch of other deals closing in between that, and had more than 2 years of my income in the bank before I left my job. And I highly recommend that you look at that strategy also. I recommend that you try to put at least 2 years of your income, the money that you made from a job or whatever it takes to sustain you, groceries, rent, mortgage, car payment, haircut, whatever. You want to have at least 2 years of that income in your bank account before you leave your job. I highly recommend that. And that's for your own purpose of some security. That helps you understand that I can do this business for 2 years and I got my bills paid. Let's get busy, because if you start, once you start doing it full time, you're going to start getting full-time income. You won't regret it. So just keep that in mind. So let's make that tip number 3. Tip number 3 is put 2 years of your income in the bank through wholesaling before you quit your job. And hopefully by the time you get a consistent $10,000 or $20,000 a month you earn wholesaling, that you will maybe buy your first investment property that you buy and hold for income stream. We'll get through all of that, but you want to start wholesaling first, because when you start fixing and flipping and buying and holding, you're going to have 20% down payments for every property that you pick up. You're going to have a 20% down payment. You're probably going to have some work going to have to be done to the property. You're going to have to, most of the time, you're going to have to borrow this money from a lender, a hard money lender. Regular banks don't touch these types of deals. So keep all this stuff in mind, okay? So now we're back to talking about war zones. Stay away from them. So what we want to do is, again, you're going to find your most deals in this part, the war zone, because you see this is the flattest part. As this pyramid goes up, deals get fewer and fewer, but the checks get bigger. That just means that and here in the rent-worthy area, this is the blue-collar rent-worthy zip code. By the way, let me digress and tell you about a story. A student who's coming along with us here, he's doing it Redford. He's picking up a deal in Redford, picking it up for 40 grand. He already has a buyer for it at 60 grand. He's going to make $20,000. That's what I'm trying to help you understand how to do this. You want to go to areas with better school districts, better neighborhoods, outskirts of Detroit. Now just think if that was you and you picked up this property in Redford for 40 grand and you have, we put together a buyer who would take it off your hands for 60 grand. There's just been a net of $20,000. Now, can you imagine doing that 2, 3, 4 times a month? When you get busy and you comb these types of neighborhoods, and I'm going to show you how to do that from your desk. For those who come hang out with us on Wednesday and stay to the end, I'm going to introduce you to an app. This app will allow you to drive for dollars from your desktop, from your laptop, from your iPad, from your cell phone. I highly recommend that you take advantage of this app. The technology that we have nowadays allows us to do this business so much easier, so much faster. And we can, again, allow us to do this business all over the country. All over the country. You can do these deals. You can wholesale, what we call virtual wholesaling. Once you get good doing it in your backyard, you can do it all over the country. Okay? So, now, going back to the rent-worthy area, the blue-collar area. Again, you see, this area gets a little narrower than the war zone. We stay away from the war zone. And this is more so a diagram of what of my opinion of what's happening in Detroit. These strategies, these techniques will work all over the country. There's cities, Baltimore, parts of Chicago, Cleveland, Ohio. There are cities where the inner city is just what it is, and it needs it's got some challenges. So you start on the outside of those cities and work your way in. So now we're going to go in here where where the rent-worthy blue-collar workers want to live. People who have regular jobs. They may, the husband may be, working at the muffler shop, and the wife may be a dental technician or a receptionist. They can afford to rent a house. They want to be in the neighborhood with a reasonably good school district also, because they have kids. And if they don't have kids, they're probably going to have kids, and they're going to rent till they're ready to buy, and then they're going to move up into the flip-worthy area. But in the meantime, we want to find properties in the rent-worthy neighborhoods, meaning we want properties that are in decent school districts, hopefully getting better and better, where people want to live, not move from, but move to. And so now I'm going to teach you how to find properties in these areas. These are properties that, again, as a wholesaler was what I'm training you to do. As a wholesaler, you're going to get these properties under contract, and most likely you're going to sell them to someone who's what we call a buy and holder, the landlord style. They pick up and they buy properties more frequently than the fix and flippers. Fix and flippers, unless they got real deep pockets, they pick up 1 or 2 at a time. They get them rehabbed, they get them sold, and then they come back for more. You can always keep feeding them deals, but most of the time, they're doing 2, 3, maybe 4 at a time. And then once those start to sell, then they start looking for more. But your buy and holder, those people, and I'm going to teach you how to find, again, building your buyer's list is very important. I'm going to show you how to build your buyer's list. But in the meantime, your buy and holders, they're the most frequent buyers. They're always looking to build their income stream, their passive income, which you're going to learn how to do eventually also, and their net worth. They're looking to be, they're creating $1 million net worths and 6-figure income streams, trying to get that on a monthly basis. You'll learn those things. But in the meantime, learn to wholesale first. Because as a wholesaler, you'll learn on the job training what a buy and holder looks for, and then you just emulate that when it's your turn to do buy and hold. As a wholesaler, you're going to learn what a fix and flipper needs to know to buy a house, and understanding that they don't want to be in, after they pay for the house, pay for the rehab and closing costs, their expectation is to be in that property all in at no more than 70 cents on the dollar, or 70% of that current value. We go over all that later. I just, we're just talking. I mean, I'm just want to share some stuff with you again. This video is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Facebook, and I just want to, and kind of picking up from where we left off. By the way, we were doing a video. We were doing Facebook Live last Wednesday, and a storm came through and kicked us out within 15 minutes of us doing the video, doing that live Q&A. But anyway, we'll be back this Wednesday. Hopefully the weather will be nice. But in the meantime, I want to fill some slots and some gaps. I want to get you guys curious. I want to get you motivated to take charge of your life. Come change your life. You can do this. Come take control. This is education no one can ever take from you. No one would ever take this. You cannot lose this education. You can only improve this education. And this business has improved so much over all these years. I mean, it's incredible how much technology has allowed things to happen much faster. Before all this technology, I literally would have to drive to other cities to make stuff happen. Now I can sit at my desk and make things happen when it comes to looking for new deals and new neighborhoods, new cities, new states. I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. It's called virtual wholesaling, but you must learn how to wholesale in your own backyard first. So again, I'm going to be for those who stay on Wednesday to the end. I have an app that I'm going to share with you. Once you join, you're going to get access to this app, and you're going to start some training, and you're going to practice with this app. I'm going to show you how to find neighborhoods and key in on pre-foreclosures, absentee owners, vacant houses, build your buyers list, all of this from this app. That's what Wednesday is going to be about. But in the meantime, I just want to try to encourage you all to take advantage of what I'm sharing with you today and from here on, especially you Detroiters. Now, you Detroiters, I got something very special for you. For those who join the 6-figure real estate wholesaling coaching program and graduate, we need you to complete the program so we want to train you to find deals in areas like this. And then we're going to train you to take the money that you earn from finding deals in neighborhoods like this, take it back to Detroit and team up with several of the students that we train and buy that whole block of properties. That same block that you would ride down with Cortland, Wildermere, and some of those areas. You know what I'm talking about. East side, west side, it don't matter. There are pockets of good stuff, and there's pockets of stuff that has some challenges all over Metro Detroit. But if you can team up with several of the students that we're going to train in Detroit, y'all all start making money here. Then you put your money together and go inside the city and buy one whole block of houses that you can buy $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 each and turn them all around. Now you're talking. That's what it takes to do deals inside the city of Detroit. You need to be dealing with deep pockets, some experience, and I'll help you through all of that. We'll help you with all that. But let's get the wholesaling down first. Get yourself 10, 20, 30 grand a month coming in or more, as much as you want. It's all up to you. The only limits that you have are between your ears. That's it. Whatever you can imagine, whatever you can believe, whatever you can see in your mind, you can do. Believe me, you become what you think about. So let's start thinking about success. You become what you think about. Let's start thinking about success on a consistent basis. Leave the nonsense alone. Get yourself financially free. Help yourself to become economically independent. Pass this down to your kids and your grandkids. Let's get in position so maybe you do this right, your grandkids will be the ones that actually own Detroit. Let's start taking Detroit back. We owe it to ourselves. I'm trying to help you understand what it takes to do deals around it. One of the cities is, when Detroit filed bankruptcy, it was noted as the biggest bankruptcy in the United States history. But some people see stuff like that as a problem. Others look at stuff like that as an opportunity. And it is opportunity if you follow the right guidelines, instructions, because the property values that in the areas that are as low as they are, you can take advantage of that, but you're going to need a team. I want to help you understand how to build a team of other wholesalers who have cash that you guys can team up with, and like I said, buy a block of houses in Detroit. Fix them up or tear them down, build new ones, turn them into green space. Can you imagine Detroiters? Now, I talk to my mom all the time in Detroit, once or twice a week. And one thing that really disturbs me about the Motor City, there are no places to buy there are no good grocery stores in Detroit. Can you guys imagine buying enough properties in cities like this to start buying some properties in Detroit that you want to buy and hold for income purposes, generate enough income from that, going on the outskirts of Detroit and buying some of that farmland and can you imagine buying farmland on the outskirts of Detroit? And believe me, there's a lot of it. You'd be surprised how much farmland is in and around Michigan and the outskirts of Detroit. Buy some farmland, start growing our own produce and products, and maybe even building a couple grocery stores. Start with one grocery store in Detroit, or build a brand new, run it professionally, keep it clean, and take advantage or take control of one of those old Farmer Jack buildings, renovate it, turn it into a new place, and start selling groceries. Now you're creating jobs. Now you got a grocery store, and now you get that grocery store up and going and it's running well. Then y'all open up one on the north side, open up one on the south side, the west side, on and on and on. Next thing you know, you got a chain of grocery stores from learning how to wholesale real estate. That's where this can lead you to. That's what I'm here for, to help you all understand. Please come and join me on Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Detroiters, come hang out with us. I got something special for you all. We got strategies and techniques to help you understand how to take control of the Motor City. And again, all of these strategies and techniques can be used in every city, every urban area of the United States. We're just going to start with Detroit because that's the one I know better. I have an associate who's going to help me out get some stuff going in Cleveland. And by the way, as I said before, Detroiters who graduate and learn this business the way it need to be learned, find us deals in the areas that we send you to. We're going to fund those deals. We're going to fund those deals 100%. And we're going to split the net profit 50-50. Get you guys started. So all I need you to do is get prepared to find deals. I need you to learn. I need you to join the 6-figure real estate wholesaling coaching program so you guys can take advantage of someone who's going to I'm going to bring some investors to Detroit with deep pockets, but they're only going to buy deals that for people who've been trained through our program. Okay? So take advantage of what we're doing here. This is going to be about a 30-minute video. I'm going to be back on again. I'm going to be probably doing another 15-minute video tomorrow, and reminding and inviting everybody to be present on Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. so we can start getting deeper into what we're talking about here. Take advantage of the opportunities. Detroit can be acres of gold for you all if you understand what to do. You don't start in the city. You start on the outskirts of the city. Learn how to generate income. Let's do like everybody else does, and all the people who are non-descendants of African slaves. Let's say that people who are non-descendants of African slaves, the Arabs, the Chaldeans, the Jewish people, those communities, they go into Detroit and earn money, and they take their money back to their communities. Let's reverse that for Detroit. Let's go outskirts of our communities, earn money, and bring it back into the city of Detroit. That's what you want to do. All right? Let's earn money, wholesaling real estate, and if we can find the right deals to buy and hold in these cities, in these areas, we will. But I'm gonna take, if we can buy if we can buy properties as cheaply as I know we can in Detroit. I've seen 4-unit apartment buildings in Detroit, and they're be in rough condition. But I've seen 4-unit apartment buildings in Detroit on the market for $50,000, $75,000, $100,000. Perfect. Because if it's a 2-bed, think about it. If it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, you could probably rent out each unit $600-700 a month. Think about that income. Now, of course, it's going to take money it takes money to make money. We're gonna learn how to make money, and then we're gonna learn how to invest money in Detroit. So you guys and us, because I'm gonna own me some properties in the Motor City. My thing is self-storage facilities, but in the meantime, single-family quads. I recommend highly 4-unit apartment buildings and higher. 4 units. Now, 4-unit apartment buildings you can buy with FHA loans, 3% down. But anything 5 units and up, you're gonna have to go a conventional loan, and that requires a 20% down payment. So let me help you. Let's start by getting some wholesale deals closed. Then we start buying some 4-unit apartment buildings, some quads, and then we accelerate the business to apartment buildings. And from there, we're buying some land and turn it into areas green space where we can produce vegetables and fruits that we sell at our own through our own grocery stores, hire our own clerks and managers and run it professionally and grow that all over the city. I got some plans. Come hang out with us Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Let's get this started. Let's get it rolling. This is, hopefully I'm not scaring you. I'm passionate about the Motor City. I'm passionate about this business because we can do this all over the country. Let's get good at doing it in our own backyards first, and then I'll show you all how to do it everywhere else. Thank you. This is Keith Jones. I am the creator of the 6-figure real estate wholesaling coaching program. I'm a real estate entrepreneur in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia since 1997. So I have well over 20 years of experience to share with you all, and let's build some financial freedom, some economic independence through wholesaling real estate. Thank you.